Okay, all right. He, of course, is the most ardent entertainer in the world with unwavering commitment to the morale of America's servicemen and women. It's just legendary what he has done over his many, many years in show business. His wife, of course, herself an entertainer, often performs with him for the troops overseas. Together they've created an impressive commemorative collector's CD, book, and video package dedicated to those who served on the front lines and in the home front. Bob Hope remembers World War II, the European theater, and D-Day. Please welcome Bob and Dolores Hope, everybody. Standing ovation, Bob. How you doing, Bob? This is Joy. Hi, Dolores. Nice to see you, darling. You know, Bob, you know Joy. Bob, we're right here. A standing ovation, Bob. Come on.
They're leaving.
Oh, my gosh. One more standing ovation for Bob Hope. I enjoyed checking this out last night. It's, you know, you're so involved with the history of this country, and especially the wars that we fought, that it's such a great idea to have this from Bob's point of view, from what he did during World War II and the D-Day and the whole European theater.
It's wonderful memories.
It brought back a lot of memories. Whose idea was this?
Bob's. I think Bob, along with our daughter, Linda.
Linda,
Linda keeps dreaming these things up for us.
It's a great
idea.
It's a great idea.
We're trying to retire, and she won't let us.
Bob, do you remember the first time that you performed for the troops?
I think so, yeah. I think it was the March Field in Riverside, California.
Really? And this was before World War II?
Yeah, I think so. That Bing and I went down there and played golf, and then after the golf, we had dinner, and then we entertained everybody.
Uh-huh. And the reception was pretty good, right?
Oh, yeah. They're the best.
Mm-hmm. And then war broke out?
Yeah.
Well, not yet. No,
No.
you guys went to Europe, didn't you? Weren't you in England?
We went to Europe in '39, and we were in Paris when the German-Russian pact was signed, and they told us to get right back to London, go to the embassy, and then they would send us right to our ship. We weren't going to sail for about another week on the Queen Mary. But we were on the Queen Mary, and we were on blacked out all the way.
All the way back to the States.
You know, the
U-boats were in operation at that time.
Dangerous time to be on the seas,
That's
right?
Yeah.
I understand you had a very close call, though, when you were on the Queen Mary.
Yeah, a little too close.
What happened, Bob?
We didn't need that.
What did they try to do to you, Bob? What happened?
No, well, Harry Warner came to me with the captain of the ship, you know, and he said we were out about what, 2 days or something. He said you gotta do something for all these people. They were praying all over the place.
Yeah, sure, they were scared to death
because it looked like we might not make it at all. He said, you gotta do something. What do you mean you gotta do something? Well, you gotta do a show or something. I said, what's that? I don't know, I guess so. They're all crying and everything. I guess it's good for me.
Well, we were at Germany. The Polish invasion came in there.
Sure.
And then England declared war on the 2nd of September. And then we docked on the 3rd into New York on the 3rd. I think that was, what 3rd of September? Memorial Day? Or
Labor Day.
Labor Day. And they were all very hysterical at the dock when we were coming off. I mean, greeting us a little more than we thought. And we said, what's going on? Well, all night long, the radio kept telling everybody that they had just sunk the Athena, that the submarine, you know, had been...
Which was another liner.
And they kept saying, well, will they get the Mary? So, of course, everybody listening, you know.
There must have been something on that ship, not knowing who's out there in the black of night,
That's
you know.
right.
And now they
it
came
was
to me
blacked out.
the captain and Harry Warner came to me and said, you got to do a show.
So what'd you do, Bob?
I said, what, are you kidding, aren't you? With all these people crying and everything and praying? I said, yeah, now's the time for you to do a show. So anyway, I wrote a parody. Thanks for the memory of this great ocean trip on England's finest ship. Though they packed into the rafters, they never made a slip. Thank you so much. Thanks for the memory. Some slept on the floor, some in the corridor. But I was very lucky. My room had gentlemen above the door. Thank you so much.
Good, Bob. Bob, save the day one more time. We're going to pause. We'll come back, show you some clips from this package.
Tomorrow on Live from NYPD Blue.
The last time we saw Paris, her heart was warm and gay. I heard the laughter of her heart.
What a lovely voice.
In this package, Dolores Hope, fabulous voice, sings all those great love songs from World War II, and they were great songs coming out of
wonderful.
that era, weren't they?
Just great.
Such great
We're going to do
lyrics.
another one, you know, with the South Pacific.
Oh, is
part
that
of it.
right?
And so we have to find more songs. So find me some Second World War songs.
Oh, yeah.
I need them.
Coming out of World War II, of course. You know, we were asking Bob, the audience was asking him different questions. Somebody wanted to know what his golf handicap was. Now, I'm going to let him tell you, because you probably won't believe me. But the man used to have a 4 handicap,
That's
right?
right, that's right.
And now, today,
12.
12, which is still very, very good. Of course, he never stopped playing and plays every day and resents being here because he should be out swinging around. And somebody else wanted to know his favorite movie, and I think the one that Joy and I love, the Seven Little Foys. You and Jimmy Cagney do a dance sequence together.
Right.
People don't recall, you know, what a great dancer you were. You had a great touch up
You know, I was in the dance bungalow at Paramount, and the door opened, and Cagney walked in. You know, I said, yeah, how are you? He's fine. He said, I want to be in this picture. I said, why? He said, I knew the Foys in New Rochelle.
Uh-huh.
And I knew him, and I want to be in this picture. I said, well, what are you going to do? He said, well, I dance, you know. And we put the dance together. and it was just great.
It was just
It was
fabulous.
just great.
Sweetie Pie, you got this coming out.
Have you found a thread back there, Dolores?
You know, Bob, I would think that your toughest audiences were the boys in the hospital beds that you went to visit. What did you say to them?
Well, I'll tell you what, Kelowna and I had a routine, because you can't go into a hospital ward and say, oh, how do you feel? Oh,
Yeah, you got to keep them up.
Jerry used to walk in and say, I love life and I want to live, you know?
Yeah.
And I'd grab one of the nurses and I'd start dancing with her.
Yeah.
And they liked that. They liked that.
And you didn't mind it either.
Instead of walking in and saying, how do you feel? When did
Yeah.
you get hurt?
No.
Yeah.
You know, we're loud. We're loud.
Yeah, sure.
And happy.
And they bought that.
We have some we have some clips from the package here. Let's take a look now at 2 glimpses of some of the early shows that Bob did for all the troops.
Wouldn't you, oh Jenny dear, Mercy dotes and little. Come on, fellas. Somebody ought to know these words. Come on. Mercy dotes and little Mercy divey, a kiddly divey too.
One of the boys took me out on the target range.
No, really? Is that right?
He put his arm around me and showed me how to hold a rifle.
No kidding. I didn't know that. Oh, what do you
And he
know?
kept his arm around me and he showed me how to aim it.
Oh, he did?
And he kept his arm around me for half an hour and showed me exactly how to fire.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, and then an officer came along and put him in the guardhouse.
Oh. Well, that was too bad.
Yes, we were going to try it again tomorrow with a rifle.
Bob Hope
Great man.
and Francis Langford. Bob even has his own card here. See this little card, Bob? Yeah, like the baseball players, football players.
That's cute.
You got it all, Bob. You got it all. Let me just review some of these movies. Now, here's the lady that you sang Thanks for the Memory with, right? From the big broadcast
Shirley
of
Ross?
1938. Yeah, Shirley Ross. And what a wonderful song that turned out to be.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
Thanks for the memory.
Yeah, it really suits
Oh,
you,
yeah.
too.
Just absolutely fabulous. A lot of memories you gave. Here's one of my favorite Bob Hope pictures, The Road to Morocco. Hey, let's meet on the road to Morocco.
Up on the camel.
Yeah, on the camel, you and me.
Did you tell him about the camel spitting at you?
Oh, yeah.
What happened, Bob?
Oh, well, I don't know. I got fooling around with the camel, you know. I got off, and the camel turned around and spit right in my eye.
He didn't like the script.
funny.
It was a critic.
All right, well, you know, the U.S. Navy is commissioning a series of ships in Bob's name for all he's done for the servicemen through, I don't know, 50, 60 years of performing. How old are you now, Bob?
32.
Yeah, right. Bob Hope remembers. It's available right now in video and record stores and make a great Christmas present, I think, for somebody, right? Okay, Bob, thank you very, very much.
Great to see you.
Dolores, good to see you. Victoria Williams coming up next.
Sentimental words, nothing in my purse, and chuckles.